Just like the launch of SpaceX Falcon 9, it takes a lot of precision, care, and dedication from a strong staff and millions of dollars invested. There is nothing different than how we're launching Raindrop right now. It is so critical and so important that everything we do through our launch team and through our practices are imperative for our success. It takes the site, selecting the right surgeon, providing that dedication, and a lot of times even working with laser manufacturers, coaching the staff and the technicians on how to implement Raindrop in their practice, and even the patient counselors. Patient counselors are so critical in helping to recommend Raindrop for their practices, for their patients. But it's all about the patient and having that desire to get rid of their reading glasses and look for alternatives that's critical. But our main focus for launch is outcomes. It's all about the outcomes, and helping our practices achieve great outcomes, then we will be successful. The presbyopic market's huge. I mean, that's a lot of reason why we're here. It's the holy grail of ophthalmology at this point. And when you add on a household indicator of $75,000 or greater of income, we're seeing about 13.1 million patients that are out there for Raindrop. It takes education. I mean, like Yari was saying before, there's a lot of education that has to happen in searching for presbyopia in order to help drive these patients to know that they don't have to be in reading glasses. It's not the must. It can be, they have a choice. So it's us working with our practices in parallel to help educate these patients out there. We've had about 20 news segments in local markets, and we've also been very lucky to have some national coverage through NBC Nightly News, and most recently an Associated Press piece that included video. This activity is helping to drive patients and helping to build practices, because if they know there is an option available, they will seek an ophthalmologist, they will seek a provider in order to get the Raindrop specifically. To date, we have about 100 surgeons. We've implanted over 1,200 Raindrops, and we're very excited about that continue to ramp up and to continue to grow this market segment. We have 14 clinical application specialists out there that work with our practices to help get the best outcomes possible. There's about, right now in the real world, we have about 78% are J3 or better, and almost all of them have perfect distance vision. And our explant rate is actually a third of what it is in our labeled indication. In any launch phase, we always have to satisfy our customer. We have to find out what exactly are we doing and what can we do better. So we both formally and informally survey our surgeons and ask for feedback regularly. So when we asked our surgeons, how satisfied are you with your Raindrop outcomes? 93% said that they were satisfied, and 97% would recommend another surgeon to go ahead and start implementing Raindrop in their practice. We do the same for patients too. We have a digital application called Health Loop that helps guide the patient along their patient care continuum. But then also we get direct feedback from them on how satisfied are you with your outcomes. And at 3 months, 82% said that they were satisfied with their Raindrop vision, and 65% have actually proactively already recommended Raindrop to someone else. So this is the marketing that we cannot that is just so imperative. It's that word of mouth that is driving all of these patients in this continue to ramp up of Raindrop. At 3 months, our patients are very satisfied, but we know that we reach refractive stability at 6 months, so we expect that these patients are even going to become happier over the next few months. So we're excited to see the data as it continues to improve. But really the proof is how much are our surgeons reordering? It's really difficult at times to start a new practice, but we want to retain that practice. And so it says clinical application specialists are RSMs that are in those practices working with them daily in order to help them build their confidence in Raindrop. But our reorder rate is about 69%, and we just calculated it for April, and we're at 79% now reorder rate with our existing customers. And so we feel like that's a great execution from our team. You know, our launch strategy is just very simple. We stay focused on really great outcomes, and both our practices and our patients will be happy and will be successful. If all of our Raindrop patients are happy and we can maintain and build our base, we will have done an excellent job. So we are actually exceeding our expectations, so our board meeting coming up is always a fun one, and we are really pleased with the progress and taking the feedback. So we are, over the next few months, going to be scaling up with Raindrop across the country. No, it's all about cracking the code. Where are we finding these emmetropic presbyopes? And we're on the hunt for the Holy Grail. There's all these companies here trying to search for the Holy Grail. But for us, instead of a group of married people going out and looking for a tiny little cup, it's a tiny little hydrogel clear inlay that's building the inlay segment and contributing to the presbyopia correcting market. Thank you.